Nothing is going to change unless you put your feet to the ground and say, I'm digging my heels in. I know it's going to be hard. I know I'm going to have pushback. I know it's going to be requiring me to put time into it. When all my friends are out there running around and clubbing and doing this and chasing tail and doing this and doing that and drinking and having fun on the weekends, no, I'm going to be in these charts studying. I'm going to be living my life differently. But they're still going to be out there trying to chase tail, broke as fuck, driving a beater fucking car, and ain't doing shit in their life. And you'll be able to pull down annual fucking salaries on a week. You can't even imagine where you're going to be. You can't even imagine it. Whatever you think is your level of success, it's not big enough. It's not big enough. You have no idea when you strip all these limitations that you put on yourself. You shackle yourself with your own mindset. You do it. This is all I can see myself doing right now. When you start making $100,000 a year, you start thinking to yourself, well, shit, that wasn't all that hard. I thought it was really hard. Well, now I'm going to aim for $500,000. And the attempts that you do to do that, you get there in less than half the time. And you start thinking, well, shit, they say the first $1 million is the hardest one. I'm about there. Boom, in a couple more months, and then you're there. Then you look back and say, $1 million isn't all that much money. And yeah, it took some effort, but it didn't take as much effort as I thought it was going to take. And then you start making 5 million, 10 million, 15 million, 50 million. And I know I'm talking in numbers none of you can fucking comprehend, but it is what it is, folks. It's just math. It's just math. You're compounding the efforts of what you're able to do on the smallest form. In that little cookie cutter mold that I'm going to find 5 handles in the S&P to begin with. And I'm going to let it grow till I can start doing 8. And then 10, or start with 20 in NASDAQ and work towards 30 and 40 to 50. You only got to do them a few times a week, folks. And as your equity increases, you can afford to do more contracts. That compounds, and you keep adding it more and more and more. But the level of risk is always the same. Whatever you associate in terms of your risk, I'm not going to risk more than 1%. But I can't get rich trading with 1%. Bullshit. You can get rich trading with 0.25%. You have to submit the time. None of you want to do that part, but that's the part you have to submit to. That's the first thing I submitted to when I first started trading. I had a 20-year plan. Imagine me writing a book, how to be successful and retire 20 years as a trader. Nobody's buying that book. Now, in the 80s and the 90s, that would have been a great title because everything was around what? And for you younger folks, you ain't gonna know this, but it was all mutual fund. It was when mutual funds and fidelity. Everybody was trying to get people to invest in these mutual funds, and they were projecting, this is what you should do. Average is 12% return on stocks over the course of the years. You put this much money in, your money can compound. You'll have $1 million by the time you're whatever. So I was like, well, shit. If I can make 12% in a mutual fund a year, what happens if I start making 12% a month? And then what happens when I start making 12% every 2 weeks? And then what happens if I make 12% a week? And what happens if I can compound my efforts and find trades that yield 12% in the same day? Suddenly, all these big numbers that were fearful for me as even contemplating as realistic ever to reach for, they became reachable. Because I'm not increasing the level of effort in my trades. All I need is the setup. And as the equity increases in the baseline is whatever it is at the time, it's $100,000, $250,000, $500,000, $1 million account. Whatever that is, the risk percentage is never increasing. So whatever you've adopted as your model is, this is what I'm going to risk. It's going to be 1% or less. It's going to be 0.5%. It's going to be 1/4%. You're trying to tell me you're not satisfied risking 1/4% of $1 million if you have that in your trading. Okay, it's real money, not funded bullshit. It's real money, and you're able to take down a setup that yields 5 to 8 to 10 times what you're risking. Really? You don't think that that's a good living? 50 fucking grand a week? You can't get rich? Oh yeah, you're fucking great. That's rich. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You failed math. But you have to give yourself time.
All right, boys and girls, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Good morning, guys. Say what's up in the chat. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Like the stream. Get yourselves nice and cozy. What's up, guys? What's up? Good morning, Nazlover, Dynamite, Bashi, Malik, Tamirlan, Kookie, Aaron. Good morning, Jorno, Wolf Dubai, Malik, Pear. What's up, dude? Good morning, Soné. Good morning, Money Glitch, Big Head Reef, KTS Cruise, Nins. Good to see you guys. What's up, Caesar, Shabir, Yash Deep, good morning. Cape Town, South Africa. What's up, Matt? Good morning, Dr. Frequency, Glacial. What's up, guys? Happy Monday, everybody. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend. What's up, Trevor? Morning, Nika. We got market open in less than 1 minute. So we might as well start diving in to these charts, boys and girls. So first and foremost, I guess, actually, before I do that, looking at the economic calendar, just to remind you, boys and girls, we have a no news Monday, no news Tuesday. We have PPI on Wednesday, CPI Thursday. And then we got red folder U of M consumer sentiment on Friday as well. I believe we got quad witching. I believe the September contract is going to be expiring here at the end of the week, if I'm not mistaken. So we should be looking to roll forward into the December contract here soon. So just a little heads up on that, guys. Kind of an interesting week here. Probably you know, going to be one of those weeks where, you know, until we get into like true September fall action, this is probably the last week in our way before we roll into that December contract, is when things really start to get pretty fun for the fall. But yeah, hope you guys are doing well today. Let me know your guys' bias in the chat. Looking at the market right now, we have traded above, hang on, we've traded above now the Asia high from last night. So Asia high, we had equal highs put in overnight. We just rated these here just before the open market, just opening up right now. I have previous weekly high marked out at 902 here on the NASDAQ as a potential later buy side target. I'm actually in favor of seeing this hourly BPR in order block potentially above this Asia high, maybe show some resistance. And if we could set up a bearish PD array for these lows in here, this would be kind of at first glance what I'm hoping to see. We take out the high of this range and then come down for some of these equal lows that were left behind right here. Would be kind of what I would hope to see from this reaction here at the open. So I'm feeling a little bit more bearish for the moment. Obviously I can change my mind given higher time frame candle closures and things of that sort, but that is kind of what I'm hoping to see here in the short term. So we shall see, we shall see. Let's drop down here 1 minute. Awfully wicky right now. So we'll see what we get. Looking at the poll in the chat though, bullish. Go figure. Go figure. Some things never change. Some things never change. Death taxes in the chat is bullish on YouTube. That's pretty much how it goes at this point. Leak the Tradeify announcement. No, I can't do it, Lang. I cannot do it. I cannot do it. Mainly because I don't know what it is. But even if I did know what it was, I wouldn't want to get in trouble now, would I? What's up, Tyler? Good to see you, dude. Easiest longs of your life. Did you cut some longs already? What's going on here? Inversion on the hourly, the H4. Very clean. Did you trade, you've been up since London session or what? Hourly inversion. Or the 4 hour, you said. Let's see here. Yeah, oh, okay, it's the 4 hour gap here. Are you waiting, Tyler, for a trade like this? I don't know if you're entering off of the actual 4 hour time frame or not. I'm assuming not. But if so, I'm assuming you're waiting for that retrace. Maybe this low sweep here. 15-minute change in the state right off the 4 hour. Maybe, maybe. We'll see here, boys and girls. Chat is bullish. We've taken out the range high so far. Only a few minutes into the market open here. So we'll see what we want to get. Let me take this. I'll take both these off, actually. Where is... Oh, there we go. Do the trick. Move these over too. All right. Otherwise, yeah, next buy side level honestly is basically the all-time high, no? For the most part. What are we feeling, Chad? Is this going to be new all-time highs by the end of the week this week on the NASDAQ? I think we're already there on ES. All-time high markets, just like that. I always know the all-time highs are incoming when my buddies start hitting me up after a little bit of a dip and they start saying that the next recession is upon us. It's like my own personal inverse Kramer. Look at this pump here. Holy. Pumping up here above Asia highs. 902 is previous weekly high. Digging right now currently into this daily wick from Friday. Humana. But yeah, we'll see what the announcement is, boys, at 10 a.m. We'll see. No news at 10 a.m. So that'll be our news. Stops below inversion. Been in since London. Oh, you're still holding. Did you take any partials already? Stops below the inversion. Been in since London. Did you enter, Tyler? Did you enter off of the 4-hour close right here off this confirmation, or do you wait for this? I'm just curious. Entering off the 4-hour chart. That's why I'm asking. That bearish close. Got you. Right on, dude. Yeah, you're sitting pretty then. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. We got 6 minutes into the open here. We're still pretty early. Let me pull up ES side by side. But boys and girls, the good news is I'm all done with weddings. I'm all done with weddings for the summer. Holy shit. If anybody asks me to be in any more weddings, I'm telling them, I'm sorry, dude. I've used them all up. I've used them all up, dude. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I'm done. Weddings are done. Packers got the dub yesterday. You know, listen. It was a great weekend, boys and girls. Great weekend. Hope you guys had some fun. Now it's time for me to focus on what really matters in life. During the weekends, that is. And that's going to be fall golf, boys and girls. Because we're itching. I'm itching like a crackhead to get on that golf course and slice some balls into the next door fairway. And by God almighty, I'm going to do it. I am going to do it. It's gotta be done. You have one at the end of September? Listen, dude, I don't think I can make it. I don't think I can make it. I think I'm golfing that weekend. Specifically during the wedding. Have you ever been to an Indian wedding? You know what? I haven't. I have never been to an Indian wedding. Not that I wouldn't be open to it. I would be open to attending an Indian wedding. You know, with the right deodorant and cologne. No, I'm just kidding. But I'd be open to it. Never done it. Never done it. Would be open to it. Nazar. I plead the fifth. Yeah, I would imagine you're up big, Tyler. Dude, I used to trade back in my Forex days. I used to trade every single session that there was. I mean, I was probably schizophrenic because I was sleep deprived all the time. Waking up 2-3 in the morning, checking my trades. Did my limit get picked up yet? Nope. Fall back asleep for 30 minutes. Waking up at New York session like this. Starting to get this rejection here. Look at this impulse here on the 1 minute. This is first presented gap right here. I believe so, right? Yeah, 934. So with no red folder 10 a.m. news, I would like to see, obviously, 930 kind of create that manipulation of that Judah swing. I don't really have like big short-term targets, though. It's really just this range. we working with here? I want to see if we can find some respect in here. Might look to enter short. We did get this inversion here. We inverted the first presented fair value gap here with this candle closure. 5 minute, we are still... oh, I thought we printed a gap here. We did not. False on there. I'm going to see what we do here at this area. If this fails and we get back above these levels and reclaim them, it's going to be hard to... It's going to be hard to look for lower until 10 a.m. probably. A little bit of discrepancy on the 15-minute time frame. NQ has a Hulk candle straight up right now. ES is much weaker. We're bearish on ES right now. We're green on the NQ. That's why I'm doing. YM's going fucking straight down. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, chat. Let's see. Final poll, though. 43% bullish. Yep. That's why we don't trade No News Mondays. Well, you just got to have tempered expectations if you do trade. Little nimble, low-hanging fruit targets. See, now we're reclaiming these gaps here on the 1 minute. I don't know. It's a little bit iffy for me. Little iffy for me at the moment. So I'm just going to chill for a second. Your P&L is not visible. I'm not in anything. We're goose eggs across the board. Until I'm in something, I just gonna keep it hidden so it's not blocking the chart. Don't worry, I'll show it. Don't worry. Green, red, or purple, it'll be shown. Son of a gun. I don't think we had. Yeah, it's kind of the issue right now. There's SMT at this current high, but we have SMT at these lows as well. I'm chilling. I'm chilling. Hands off the mouse for me right now. I gotta drink my coffee before it gets cold. But man, oh man. Do you think the 940 SMT is bad? The 940 SMT is bad at these lows here? What do I mean bad? Bad why? If you're bullish, it's probably good. Which most of the chat is. I'm just waiting. My initial idea this morning was literally this. This is just at first glance. You know, if we were to get nice, strong wick rejection, sweep above these highs, and then come here, that was like my initial premonition and idea. And then maybe we see higher from there. But obviously, this is where it's like, you got to just be open to what the data is showing. The data is showing right now that currently 15-minute strong closure, 15-minute just closed above these highs. You know, so I'm not going to fight the order flow, but I'm just waiting right now. Meanwhile, ES is showing a lot more weakness. You closed it. TG, come on. Are you guys, if Tyler closed the long, that means the shorts are incoming. He didn't want to sit through the retracement on the Apex intraday. No? I'm just giving I'm giving you shit, dude. That's dope. We'll see here. Yeah. ES. Trying to make a push for lower right now. We're barcoding up here on the 1 minute on NQ. Rid of these highs. Most likely choppy due to no news. Is it can somebody confirm? I believe it's quad witching this Friday, or no? I guess I could look it up. Think so, right? It's next weekend. Next week, sorry. September 19th. So next Friday will be the actual expiration of the September contract. Should be good for this week. But definitely looking more towards the back half of this week for, you know, higher expectations. Obviously, PPI, CPI numbers. Yeah. Still waiting right now. I'm not in anything. Macro starts in a couple minutes. I am interested in potentially looking for shorts here. Bashi says, don't short because am in long with 1B liquidity. With 1B liquidity? What's that? What's up, CT? The plan? Oh, you don't want me to tell you what the plan is. You can't handle the truth. Yeah, I'm afraid it's not not for the faint of heart here. Well, I'm just waiting right now, guys. Macro's beginning in like 15 seconds. Like I said, I'm not going to fight order flow if we do want to move higher. We're going to get this obviously hourly close here in 10 minutes. Hourly and 4-hour closure. Kind of looking like we might in the next 10 minutes maybe make a push for this previous weekly high potentially, but we'll see what we get here. We just came up, took out this generated buy side. Obviously, SMTing yet again at the highs here with ES. ES 1 minute gap right here. Would you wait for some sort of prominent high to be swept before entering shorts? To me, a prominent high was swept with Asia high. But yeah, I'm just kind of waiting for a little bit more information. This is a little bit messy. But no, I was just kind of waiting for some displacement and to see some bearish PD raise hold. We inversed here, but then we immediately reclaim it, and now the bodies right now are holding this area for higher right now on NQ. Meanwhile, I'm watching ES. Oh, never mind. Right as I was about to say something, it pops right back up. You guys see that? Fucking ES is pissed off right now. Hamana. It's going to be tempting, though. I think that we just got this 1 minute change in the state. I maybe should try this long. Yeah, I'm going to go for this long, boys. If we can get this, another drive down here. Go for it. I'm going to go over this long. I'm going to see if we can get a quick expansion of this previous weekly high here. Here before 10 a.m. And then maybe look for a 10 a.m. reversal, but let's see. I'm just going to go stop below this propulsion block right here. 829. Show the P&L so no one gets mad at me. Banana Man says, try D's nuts. Maybe later. In a long too, but it's such a gamble. Forget about it. But what is this gamble, Tyler? What is this gamble? I'm just reading price action. We got the closure above here. See if we can get this expansion higher. Because I'm thinking if we get 10 a.m. reversal, we could get one more drive higher here. I was willing to risk 1 mini on it. If I get stopped, I get stopped, and then I can flip and look for shorts again. You're sweating for me? Why? Just relax, man. Just chill, dog. It's all okay. It's gonna be okay, right? So far, so good. Nobody jinx it. ES 15-minute, right back at the open, flipping green. If we can keep stair-stepping this up. Go break even about 1R here. Up about 20 points. I definitely want to be break even probably before 10 a.m. or right about 10 a.m. Trying to give this a little room here. Previous weekly high by 10 a.m. That was the whole logic behind this trade. Yeah. Or like right at 10 a.m. right? We get like a previous hourly high sweep with 10 a.m. candle. And then maybe we get that 10 a.m. reversal. Kind of the idea here. All right, another new high. I think I'm gonna, yeah. All right, yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna go ahead and go break even now. I think we're good. We're up at 1R. Hey, thanks, TG. It wasn't the 4 a.m. open you caught. I gotta try to catch a little bit if it'll give it to me now. Our close in 2 minutes, boys and girls. I'm gonna predict. I'm gonna say, let's say like 10:01. 10:01 candle hits previous weekly high. Let's find out. Break even. I'm break even as well. Yeah. I'm break even as well. Plan was to go break even up about 1 hour around 10 a.m. And break even. Yeah, just got to stop break even there. We just got to stop break even there. Or a couple points in profit, I guess. Let's see what happens, guys. 10 a.m. is incoming in like a minute and a half. Let's see if I'm going to get snaked out of my trade on NQ or if we're going to see this thing flip. Rats, dude. Rats. So much for the 10:01 a.m. candle. Fuck. Aaron goes, don't jinx it. It's too late, dude. I put my break even stop. That's the ultimate jinx. But I don't know. I'm okay with that. That was my plan going into that trade. I just wanted to see another drive higher here in that macro before 10 a.m. and then maybe we get that 10 a.m. reversal. So if it's going to leave previous weekly high, then piss on it. Piss on it. Delete that for now. About to get a change in the state back down here. Potentially off this 1 minute closure. And bearish gap being left as well. ES selling off. 10 a.m. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna try. Oh, didn't put me in. You fucker. I'm gonna try this short, guys. Oops. No. ES is trading through these lows. Yeah, this will be my break even below this low. Oy vey, a short? Yeah, I wanted to see the other end of this hourly range. ES just put equal lows right at it. If I show you guys the 15-minute. Here. Like, bare minimum this, but I think we could get to the bottom of this range here from this hourly range overnight. That was my initial short idea this morning. Trying it here just after 10 a.m. with the... I'm just going to go full screen here. Fuck it. That was my initial idea here. So 10 a.m., 1 minute change in the state, and bearish for value gap flipping from long to short here. We'll see. We'll see. Stop is above the fair value gap candle. I did jump in short before the 1 hour sweep, yeah. I'm assuming you're talking about the 9 a.m. hourly candle high, yeah. Partially due to how the 15 closed. The 15 closed back within this range. Fat wick with a PH. Old strategy, Cotton. We'll see if it pays off for me. We'll see if it pays off for you, boy. $10.05. Yeah, ES. I'm watching ES here. The level on ES I'm looking for 496. No trading day minimum on Tradeify to payout. That was the announcement. There you guys go, boys and girls. Go Tyler. That's pretty badass, actually. Sorry if you just went deaf. It ran out here. Might get ran out here, chat. I don't know, body close is kind of iffy. Closed about 50% of this gap. But we'll see if we can hold it. I'm just going to hold. I'm going to let it get stopped out if it's not going to work. ES 15-minute candle flipping green now. Damn. $27-point stop out. This will be. Where's the BBC when you need it? That's, yeah, you know what? Let me call my ex. She's good at finding that. Oh! Oh, no. Yeah, not looking good here, boys. Bracing for impact. Cheeks are clenched. Not breathing until we... Your ex is black? No. No. Yeah, that's a little bit of a bummer. Especially considering that I wanted especially if we go to the previous weekly high now. Considering that's what I attempted here. We're still in it. I don't know. The bodies are closing inside the gap and holding it for now. The macro is about to be over, though. Oh, let's see. All right, Trump. Tweet something. Call China gay or something. Is your ex Jew? Not to my knowledge. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree, TG. Exposure above 50% of the gap, not the best. Leaving this play, though, just because if the idea should work, then this high should remain. Obviously, a lot of you guys probably feel like the 9 a.m. candle high should be taken as the manipulation beforehand. I don't know. I'm letting it ride here. Risk is accepted. Body's holding the gap for now. Session disconnected. Session reconnected. Turn those off for now. Why that happened? Am I still alive? Yep. I don't know. We'll see, chat. We'll see. Still holding for now. One win, 3 losses, Tyler. That's not good. Was your win bigger than your losses? Yeah, taking it. I am a little tempted to just close it. But I am gonna hold this for now, just because of the respect we had to this gap here. So I'm just gonna let it be. I mean, I'm only 1 mini on this, so the risk isn't too bad here. What's up, George? Tyler, what the fuck? I just opened your stream after placing my trade peacefully and alone, and we have the exact same trade. Well, we're either gonna exactly hit TP together or stop loss together, so buckle up. Let's go, George. Come on, George. F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for any. N is for NQ. Anytime at all. Down here in the deep blue sea. Come on. George says, let's destroy our stop loss today, man. George, what the fuck? Are you okay? Why would you say that? Why would you say that? George. Guys, it doesn't look good until we're displacing below these lows here. It doesn't look good until then. Trust me. This might mean nothing. Because guess what? On the 1 minute, we need this to fail. We're right at entry. Just let the floor, just drop the floor out from under us, NASDAQ. Do that thing that you love to do so much and just knife straight to 0. So I'm watching ES here, 496. Those equal lows of this current 15-minute range. That will be my break even. We should be right around discount of this range here. on the hourly on NASDAQ at that point. And then the low of the hourly range when ES takes it out will likely be my TP hit on NQ. So it'll probably be an SMT. ES is the weaker one. So I don't know. We'll be maybe around right on the 930 open probably, to be honest. Give or take. If we can get there. Don't want to speak too early here. Javi said, bro, 1 hour just invalidated the FEG and you shorting. Javi, am I cooked? Javi, am I retarded? Let me know, Javi. It's very possible that I have full-blown autism. Javi, please. Javi. Choice says, whenever we both take same trade, it goes good. I don't know, Choice. I feel like I have a different experience with your commentary in the chat, but I'll take your word for it, Choice Champions. I should bring people on and let them. Yeah, dude, that would be fun. Make this like a full-blown show. Just bringing on guests. That's I don't think I'm tech savvy enough for that, to be honest with you. That would be fun though, Kevin. That would be fun. Come on, NASDAQ. What are you doing? Will you just tank already, you stupid bitch? You know? Shit. Honestly, dude, I'm going break even now. Call me paper hands. I don't give a shit. No. You're not going to take this low out and then fly. You're going to fucking tank for me. Or I don't want to be in this shit. Tank or I don't want to be in it. All right? Fucking had it up to here. Middle of the hour. It's 10:18. Flush for daddy. We got ES approaching. There we go. Get another drive through the lows here. There's 496. ES is just kissing it right now. There we go. Okay, ES is trading through those 15-minute equal lows. And the 8 a.m. hourly low. And there's first presented for value gap here, 50% of the range. Good trim spot if you guys are able to do so. Let's see. Trying to get a little bit more out of this for a better risk to reward here. Really like at least this, you know. But 15-minute gap here as well on NQ here. So bullish 15-minute gap. If this is bullish, could very likely see some respect here. And I may, you know, we're going to hold this level and try to secure some of this. Can we get a knife? Well, Javi didn't say anything about. He said I was kind of silly for being in a short, but I asked him if I had autism. He didn't say anything. He's probably waiting for me to get break even stop to say something again. Gosh, I'm tempted to just secure, but giving it a moment. A lot of time left on this 15-minute stick. 8 minutes. Getting the drive here. All right, guys. I just went ahead and took it off. I'm going to secure that. Generated some lows here on the 1 minute. Drove them out. Now we're kind of getting this quick displacement back up. So taking it off there for, I guess, up 5. I don't know why my leader account is down. Whatever. We'll secure that there. So 1 long. Got stop break even at after 1 R. Got the move here to discount of this range. Securing about, I don't know, 27 to 30 points, depending on what account, but let's see what happens. See what happens. If you guys are still holding, good luck. See if this gap wants to hold. Oops. On the 1 minute here for lower. Just only had 1 mini on, so couldn't really partial and hold. Wouldn't have minded that, but we'll take what we can get. It's kind of respecting the 15-minute gap too much. Yeah, exactly. Taking in. That was kind of. I got the 15-minute chart up here on my other monitor, and I'm watching it. Especially ES after taking out those equal lows and wicking back up. It's just not giving me the follow through there that I was hoping for. Stop hating on Javi. Javi was hating on me. I'm sitting in a short and he says, bro, we inverse the 1 hour and you're shorting right now? He was so offended. You could like the tone in his comment was like he was pissed. So yeah, I don't know why he was so mad about that. YM's going up. What's YM doing? YM, what are you talking about? He goes, he said YM's going up. That is correct, Vincent. Yeah. Might be a bad habit of mine. But yeah, I mean, ES is the weaker one, right? The hourly range, which is, you can see here on my higher time frame, these candles right here. ES is all the way traded all the way below this low right here, this 8 a.m. hourly candle. So it's definitely, you know, weaker. But that's why I was using, you know, I'm looking at ES because a lot of the times the way that I'll manage my trade on NQ will be based on sometimes if ES will hit those targets before NQ. But if I look at the ES chart, at least in my opinion, I don't know how you guys feel about this chart, but when I look at the ES chart, and I was looking at it side by side, I'm like, this looks like fucking dog shit. Why do I want to fucking trade this? Without giving you a super sophisticated answer on the science of price action, I was just like, this looks like fucking dog shit. So I traded NQ. Sue me. You know? Yeah. If we get this 5-minute inversion, my happy ass might look to go long. You know what I'm saying? My jolly skinny happy ass might look to stunt on these hoes. Join Team Bull. Tyler, you have millionaire live account traders in your chat. Didn't you know? You know what? That's what they tell me. That's what they tell me. I mean, just look at how they talk. They definitely, I mean, that's got to be the case, right? Holy. I'm waiting for ICT change my trading to pop in the chat and say TPGG. He definitely bottom ticked this 50%. This was like damn near perfect though. Honestly, this was... I mean, yeah, that 50% is like a freaking bottom tick snipe on this for the Bulls. Looking to potentially play the long shot. I'm trying to wait for this 5-minute close just for good measure. We got 2 minutes, a little less than 2 minutes before the 5 and 30-minute candle will close. But yeah, liking these longs here. Previous weekly high 902. See if we can get a little something. Can we get a little something? Yeah, even if you're, I'm like looking at this chart right now and I'm like, gosh, you know, I don't even know. Because if you're going for a change in the state of delivery on the 1 minute, like this is your series of down close candles that take you to these, to discount and to that 15-minute gap. Like your change in the state is like right here. So if you're waiting for confirmation off of this, that's a little bit more challenging. I guess you have 1 minute inversion you could have used. Eh. All right, 5-minute candle close. We did get this inversion. Can we get a, like a little bit of a pullback here, NASDAQ? This 1 minute gap, something? NAS crack? Can we get a little something? Or are you just gonna go fucking straight to the moon here? Tyler, you can frame from both sides? I don't think so. I think it's pretty clear we're going higher right now. I don't think the shorts make any sense. I mean, the shorts made sense. But once you got back into discount of this range in this 15-minute gap, like this is holding. Look at the 15-minute chart. This is not... I don't think you can frame shorts off this, if we're being honest. That's just me, though. If you're support and resistance, though, listen, you better be shorting your little you-know-what off right now. This would have been me in my first year of trading. I'd be like, oh my God, look at this resistance. Look at this resistance. And then I'd look at the stochastics. And if that shit was overbought, you already know I'd be short. Bollinger Bands? Overbought on the stochastic and RSI? Oh my God. Short, short, short. No, I mean, listen, I'm not shitting on those indicators. I'm sure there's people out there that use them profitably. I'm just saying, though. That's what I would have been doing. And it wouldn't have been working for me. Yeah, and first presented again, yep. Now I'm just waiting to see if I can get a little retracement down in here. I don't want to, like, just blindly long this here. Give us a little something, NASDAQ. Come on. Or not. Might be runaway bride, guys. Might be runaway bride. You know, yeah, I'd like to see this retracement to rebalance again. I think it does put us in this gap here. Still like previous weekly high for a draw. Out to the upside. And let's see if we could get away with this. Let's see the 5 minute. Where's this low? Okay. Yeah. Stop going below the 5 minute inverted. Well, this 5 minute gap candle here. You want to be conservative with the stop. Maybe go below the inversion candle low. I'm gonna see if I could boldly get no, not wicked out though with this. Three-minute gap here. Going for 1 hour NFP data high. Yep, that is the previous weekly high. See if I can pick up. Limit is set 843 3/4. I put it like a tick above this 50% equilibrium level. Stop protected by 1 minute bullish gap here and 5 minute BPR now actually because the 5 minute just closed. And we have a bullish gap here now as well on the 5, so we'll see if it gets picked up. But yeah, I guess overall, not too shabby, right? Like, obviously getting the move to the previous weekly high here on that long attempt would have been cool before 10 a.m. and then that 10 a.m. reversal. We would have just had a lot of conviction then, but I feel like overall, pretty good management and logic behind everything so far this morning, so not too mad. I only say to the moon, Kev, when Bitcoin is making new all-time highs. That's when I say to the moon. Dynamite says it's not going to pick you up. That's all right. Never say never, but just happy I secured the profit on that short that I did. That'd have been, you know, a sucky way to get 2 break-even trades. Yeah, exactly. It's crypto. Now, the other part of my mind that's making me like not want to like chase this too much, you know, you guys can do what you want. This is just I'm all for chasing trades sometimes, but I pretty much have to be in a macro if I'm going to do that. You know, it's 10:37 right now. We're in the middle of a fucking hour. We got macro in like 13 minutes. So if it runs away, it runs away. But I feel like so often you see price, you'll think it's running because you're on a 1-minute chart. And then in reality, it'll just fucking kind of chop and do nothing for 20 minutes. And then all of a sudden macro kicks in and boom, we get the move. So, you know, it is what it is. But I'm willing to be patient. Green on the day. So no need for me to rush into something that I'm not in love with. How did you get green? This short right here. I ended up closing it. Once we respected here in this. Basically, once this candle, right before it closed and was engulfing, I was like, I'll just take it off because we were already hitting discount of the range and taking out this low here. 50-minute gap, first presented gap. Originally wanted a little bit more of an RR on that, but had to take what I could get. R to R would have been better though if you had the gap entry. Yeah, your gap entry. So if you had your stop even at the high here. Yeah, your 2R. So that would have been nice for the RR, but Trump is speaking. What's he saying? What is that guy saying? Hit the like button, by the way, boys and girls. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Don't be stingy with it. Don't be stingy with it. Show me what those thumbs can do. Yeah, Trump is remarks at the Museum of the Bible. Huh. Fair enough. So I'm still sitting in the limit. We just came up, put an equal highs here. Not chasing it. Either picks up this entry or don't. $20 to pass eval. You got it, Wolf Dubai. Dr. Frequency says, I think we are bearish on weekly and monthly this month. You know, I have been saying kind of a similar thing, especially on this monthly. Okay. But, you know, and then we basically keep respecting, you know, that's the crazy part. We keep respecting like the very first bullish PD around these higher time frames. CE of this monthly wick, bro. Like, there's like no willingness to even get down to like more discounted price levels. So I'm just trying not to get, you know, I can have those ideas, but I'm not going to be so stubborn because we came down, we took out this low right here as well. I mean, so it's like, I'm not going to stubbornly sit here and like, no, we must go lower because of this fucking gap on the monthly chart. Like, no. We're at all-time highs. Don't fight it. Don't fight it. Don't fight it too much, at least. You can fight it a little bit, but a good amount. How many contracts and points did you win? Well, first trade, we were up 1 hour, got stop break even. Both trades, I just used 1 mini. Stop in both cases was like 27 points. Something like that, 25 points maybe. And then for the win, yeah, I don't know what it was, like 27, 30 points, something like that. Was going for more, but didn't want me to have him, and honestly, it's looking like it's, I don't know, might just go to that NFP previous weekly high, that data high. The ES traded into this gap? Nope. What's up, Didi? Yes, you say right, but seasonal tendency is bearish for this month, and I think it's manipulation. We'll find out, Dr. Frequency. I would welcome some bearishness, to be honest with you, but if it happens, it happens. I'm not gonna try to force it to happen. As long as my crypto goes up alongside of it, I don't care. Just stop putting all-time highs on the indices while my crypto's tanking. Thank you. If the market makers are listening. I'm gonna move limit up just a little bit to this 50%. I mean, might not get picked up at all. Macro, well, 15-minute candle close in 30 seconds, and macro beginning in about 5 minutes. We'll see what we get here. If you guys are holding long, sitting pretty good right now. You don't go break even? What do you mean? I go break even a lot. I'm very fond of break even, Didi. Yeah, maybe not, Chris Tabs. Maybe not. If it leaves as a breakaway, I think it'll be, I mean, it could potentially be a good target to short from previous weekly high back down into that range. Usually breakaway gaps end up being great targets after the draw's been hit. But never say never. Never say never. New 15-minute candle is opening right now. I already checked the 3-minute. I know I hit a gap. I know it hit that gap. I'm aware. Thanks, CT. No, it did not take this long. Not because I didn't want to, though. Yeah, I use fib sometimes, Chris. But mainly in faster moving markets and especially in the AM session, you'll see 50% show respect a lot. And basically for this idea for me, it all stemmed from really this 5-minute. If you guys remember, when we were down here, I'm like, if this 5-minute inverts, I'm going to probably look to go long. And then, of course, in the last like 2 minutes of the 5-minute candle, we just pump and pump and pump, and we close all the way up here. And as you can see, didn't really get much of a retracement back down into here, but I was waiting for this 5-minute candle to close at 10:30. What ICT model do you usually use for scalping? Define what you mean by scalping, I guess. If I was going to be like a hyper scalper, tight stops, pinpoint accuracy, I would probably only ever trade order blocks. I'd set limits at opening prices, look for quick reactions. But my limit is still on for now, boys and girls. I haven't taken it off. We got macro starting basically right now. Let's see what we get, man. My limit is back down. Discount of the range. See if we get some poetic justice. Maybe get a run of this low into the gap. Pick up the trade. Go to the highs. That'd be sick. Put the limit right on 50%. And then yeah, stop will go below that 5 minute. That 5 minute candle. See if the 3 minute holds again. According to you, which model has better win rate? Please answer. The lower your risk reward, the better the win rate. I mean, that's literally just how trading is. So if you go for lower risk reward trades, your win rate will be higher. And if you go for higher risk reward trades, your win rate will be less, but your risk reward will be obviously better. So it all kind of depends on what you want to be as a trader, what your psychology is better with. My sweet spot is kind of being somewhere between 2R, give or take. You know, it allows me to let my winners be bigger than my losers. But also, it's not such a stingy risk reward system that you know, I'm just losing so much. Because I think there's something to be said about that. Like, a lot of people can't really handle too well, like, losing often. You know what I mean? Like, if you're taking 5 losers for every 1 winning trade, I mean, that's pretty tough. So a lot of you trading prop accounts, like, that's not the system. It's has it not been basically proven? I forget where I saw this, but I think for prop trading specifically, the closer you are to a scalper, usually the better, right? Usually those are the ones that do the best, right? Or have the most consistency, is not actually these huge risk reward type traders, but more so the people that see profit take profit, right? Especially when you're dealing with any sort of account that has intraday trailing drawdown. Like, you can't really be anything other than a scalper, because if you let trades retrace on you, it's going to hurt you. So the latter, Gabriel. Mondays like this, I like to spectate way more than trade. Yeah, same take. I mean, I already took 2 trades today. One break even, one, I guess, close and profit. You know, so that's why I'm just sitting here being patient. I'm not like trying to force anything here. Like, some of you guys just get so horny and you just can't help yourself. So you got a long, and now you're like fucking sweating right now because you don't know if this is going to retrace on you too much. And I'm like, listen, if it retraces, I'm getting in. And if it doesn't, I don't give a fuck. I'm still green. So everybody's just trying to blow their wad right away on a Monday morning. I've been there. I'm not judging you. Hey.
You know, and I'm not judging you, but I'm just saying everybody else is gonna.
That's it. You know, I'm not judging you. We're all human. We all do it. Did you ever get funded, says John. Never. Nope. What is that? I'm still, I've been working on this eval for 5 years. Oh my God, these renewals are starting to add up. Oh my God, could you imagine? What is the, hey guys, what is the longest anybody in the chat has ever spent on an eval? No judgment. There's no right or wrong answer either. I'm just curious. What's the longest anybody has ever spent on an evaluation? 3 months, 1 month, 7 days. I'm going to say, I don't know, 10 minutes. Yeah, I think my longest is like 2 months as well. But I also don't, like now I don't, if I trade an eval, I don't trade them conservatively at all. Like as you guys know, I blew my top step XFAs, and Friday when I was trading, I hit max daily profit on 5 more, so I gotta get another max daily profit on them again, and then I'll pass those and we'll run those up again. But I figured I'll wait for later this week and a great setup. Peanut, it's not really the contract. Like, I don't have a set, like, oh, I only use this number of contracts. It's always based on the setup and my stop loss. So I'm just generally trying to risk, like, if I'm trading seriously on a funded account, I'm, you know, trying to risk like 500 to maybe like $800 per trade is probably the average. But that's not funded. If it's an eval, it's totally different. Like evals, I'm not trying to fuck around and waste any time, so. Or waste as little time as possible. Anyway, we got 11 a.m. incoming here in 2 minutes. And might... We'll see if we get one more drive to get picked up. We've rebalanced this 1 minute dealing range. It's kind of finicky, but you can't say that it didn't rebalance technically if it goes to target here. It's all fractal at the end of the day, right? So Boner Bar says, what do you think about Patrick Whelan and ICT meeting up? Are they actually meeting up, or? I know, I think he was supposed to go to the BDH in October, right? We'll see if he does. As soon as that announcement came out, I'm like, nah, that probably ain't gonna happen. But that'd be cool. I would probably tune in. 11 a.m. incoming, guys, in a minute. Still got this limit on, just waiting. Why don't you go to the BDH? I'm blocked. He blocked me on Twitter for some reason. I'd probably go if I was invited. But I don't think that's going to happen. Couple months, I'm still learning trade. Be very selective on trades so I avoid stupid losses. Helps manage tilt better. Amen, Yash. That's the name of the game. Pat just does it to get views. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it works well for him. This is looking like the day where I should lock my account and come back tomorrow. Maybe. It's up to you. Yeah, I'm gonna let this trade play if it can pick me up. Being patient, not trying to force it. Even if this trade loses, I will be a little green on the day. So I'm really just playing with the profit that I had from this trade, which was not a full target hit. for a draw that I would say seems pretty likely. NFP data highs. NQ is definitely the stronger. New hour just opened up. We do have, the only thing I don't love now is the fact that, I mean, this would be pretty nuts. But never say never though, right? Like if this hourly gap wanted to get filled before. You know what I'm saying? Like if NASDAQ decided to get real, you know what else I could do too? I could delete this and look to play a smaller time frame PD array for longs in here. We can get it to hold, which might be the wiser decision if we do have an hourly gap left now below this candle low. So just reading the tape, chat. Just reading the tape. Son of a bitch. Why not place the entry a bit below in that FEG? What do you mean? In the hourly gap? Here? I don't know. This is not really... I don't usually enter off of hourly PD arrays. I'll look to get confirmation on a 1 minute or something off of that, 1 or 5 minute. My thought process right now is this, that we could pull down into here and rebalance this range. Now I'm, you know, by taking the limit off with this, I might risk, you know, not getting that bottom tick entry. But now that the hourly closed and we got this gap below here, I think it would just be smarter to like let this put in a swing low and then look to, you know, get confirmation on a 1 minute and then take it up. Just in case. Just in case. I mean, just look at this previous hour, right? Previous hour closed like that and hourly gap below this previous hourly candle. So you never know. I'm never going to sit here and say we 100% won't go here because that's just not how trading works. Any fucking thing can happen. No, limited. I took the limit off. I took the limit off. But I still have the same idea, though. I just want to see what happens. Antonio, I'm using Replicanto and NinjaTrader for my copy trader. I do have a tutorial video on YouTube that a lot of people... I've gotten a lot of good feedback on it, so if you have any questions about it, that would be probably the best video for you to watch. Going over how to get your accounts connected, and also if you want to trade on TradingView with your leader account, and how to still copy trade. So that's what I do. I have my leader account that I'm logged into here. I have NinjaTrader and Replicanto pulled up off to the side, so you'll need to have that in order for it to actually like copy trade and work. But yeah, no, I like it. I just like TradingView. Everything's on here. Obviously, a couple custom indicators that I use are on TradingView, not on NinjaTrader. They're not on anything else, right? So they're only on TradingView. So like these higher time frame candles, the ICT, everything that marks out the, you know, opening prices and all that stuff. So I like it. I don't mind the latency. I'm usually trying to enter with a limit order anyway. So in that case, the latency with TradingView, it does not matter. Because you're getting the fill price at wherever your limit is set. But there is a little bit of latency if you're going to just like market buy, market sell. But it's not terrible. Appreciate it, Ahmad. Yeah, I mean, it's a little tricky it's a little intimidating first time looking at it all and like setting it all up. So I'm glad it was helpful. Can you log Tradeify to NinjaTrader? Yes, that's what I'm doing. 5-second latency? No. More like 5 millisecond. 5-second latency, it might be your internet. If it was 5-second latency, then that'd be fucked. My YouTube stream, on the other hand, probably has a 5-second latency, maybe 6 seconds. That is probably the case, but... Is there a giveaway today? Well, that's the thing, Enter 10, is I never announced the giveaways ahead of time because I don't want people to just show up for the giveaways and stay only for the giveaways. So if you're thinking about hitting the Dusty Trail and you're thinking about if you should wait just in case I do a giveaway, I would just tell you to have a good day and, you know, hope to see you tomorrow. Entered long from 821 on NQ. What do I think? 821. 821. What do I think? I think you're sitting in profit. I think you're sitting in profit, and if you get this inversion, that would be fantastic for you. If this holds, you might see your entry again, to be honest. You know, if we get this inversion here, this could be... I could attempt a scalp from here to the previous weekly high. With some logic now, right? Risk to reward though is not, wouldn't be great. Yeah, I feel like, listen, I'm not a stickler about like, oh, it needs to be 2R, I don't take it. Like, but it's gotta be like at least 1.5. 1.5. That's fair. Toasted says, Tradeify announced no more consistency with Lightning funded, just need minimum days. Isn't it the opposite, Toasted Film? Someone said the opposite before. I haven't looked. They didn't tell me what it was beforehand. Let me open up Discord here. Let me check. Let me see for myself. I don't want to be falsely advertising anything to you boys and girls. Let me see. Did they post it in their Discord? Notice board? Oh. Really? I don't see it in there yet. That's a lie. That's what I thought. I don't think the consistency rule will go away. Dude, that would not be good. You can't have straight to funded accounts and no consistency rule. Like, that would be fucking suicide, I feel like, for any firm. When we'll see you again on Tradeify TV? I'm not sure, Marbro. Whenever they say I'm free to come back on. But I offended some people, so I gotta wait a little bit. I'm in timeout. Really with new accounts, old accounts. Like I said, I was streaming, so I didn't see the announcement myself. I did not have any former insight or knowledge. But I also didn't ask. If I would have, I was going to ask just to see, but I just figured I'd wait and get the news with you boys and girls. I was too busy getting my ass handed to me in fantasy football this weekend. Fucking A. Oh man, it was a busy weekend for me, to be honest. Rehearsal dinner Friday, wedding all day Saturday, football all day Sunday, and nursing a hangover. Yeah, guys, I kind of went a little too hard at the wedding, to be honest. I went a little too hard. But listen, somebody had to do it. I am the chosen one. Somebody had to get the party started and throw some ass on the dance floor. And it was me, all right? It was me. Listen, it is what it is. But yeah, I was rough yesterday, to be honest. I was like, oh my God. It wasn't great. But hey, wedding season's over for me. Congrats on being green on the day I'm green, but it was hard. Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't like the easiest market today. Obviously, no news Monday. I think a lot of people kind of had that expectation for today was it might be a little bit more challenging. So yeah, if you guys are green today so far, I guess good job. Like I said, I'm pretty content with the way that I managed the positions that I took. One long, break even, short. Took my profit off here. Like hindsight will tell me that was a great decision as well. So you know, it is what it is. If I would have been maybe more aggressive for the longs, could have looked to play this inversion on the 1 minute. I just decided to wait for a 5 minute inversion, and then obviously because of that, I'm probably gonna miss this. Right, so it is what it is. But I'm pretty content with my management overall and my decision making. That's what weddings are for. See, that's what I'm saying, Drew. Come on. Don't go back to Tradeify Live. It's well, I don't mind being on Tradeify Live at all. It's a fun time. There is some like weird curse that I have where I get left behind by like ticks on a lot of trades for some reason on Tradeify TV, but was hoping to flip that curse on its head. But no, it's also you know, it is what it is. But I'll be live here until then. Good news. You don't have to pay $45 a month for that indicator now. What? Bro, are you about to drop some... Don't drop some spam in here. Check this out. This is not an ad. Completely free. It just seems like you guys are about to get all your crypto wallets drained. The bot will delete any links that he posts. Let me check the Discord, make sure he's not. What do you do? Oh, I see a lot of green on these charts. My boy. What's up, Tyler? Where'd you go? I tried to stream and it just didn't work today. I don't know what the fuck happened to my internet. See, that's the thing about technology is when it works, it's great. When it doesn't work, oh my god. Kill me now. Yeah, Tyler, I went short here and I ended up closing it once we started respecting the first presented gap again below this low. It was discount of this hourly range. And ES had already taken out my target, but secured some profit on it. It was like 27-ish, 27 to 30 points, depending on what account. And then was looking for this long. Was waiting for a 5-minute inversion closure, and just the 5-minute candle closed so strong that I was waiting for some pullback to get that long to the previous weekly high. Might not get it. Getting this inversion here, we kind of already talked about this. This just... I'm not a risk reward stickler, guys, but I need like at least like a 1.5 R if I'm gonna, you know, there's like I guess like 1.5 right now if I take it, but I've already made up my mind that I'm not taking it. I wanted at least this 5-minute gap. Let me guess. Let me check ES. Yeah, no, ES didn't hit it either. All right, John, I'm going to put you in timeout. I already answered your question before, and I've never passed an evaluation ever. I've been working on this evaluation right now for my entire trading career. Maybe one day I'll get funded. I'm hoping that I can. Put you in timeout here. Yeah, I mean, you deserve at least 24 hours for that one, John. John, we'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you. Well, if we're still live at this time tomorrow, we'll see you in 24 hours, John. We'll see you. We'll see you. Enjoy your day. Oh, good idea, Tyler. You know what, Tyler? This is the thing. I never know who to make mod. I got like one other mod in here right now. Just don't know who to trust, but we can trust Top G. All right, you should be a mod now. Come visit Brazil. Nah. A 250 from passing, my first eval in a while. How much do you even risk for a 1-1 or 1.5? It's too risky. You're 250 from passing your eval. How much do you even risk for this? Harmon, it honestly, dude, I would just tell you, don't, in terms of your P&L, this is the same thing if you're like close to a payout on a funded account. The worst thing you can do is be like this close, and then because you're so close, you don't really take a good trade. You try to force it across the finish line. Wait for a good setup. Wait for a great setup. Take your normal trades. Trade like normal. Don't try to change anything up. Take a good trade, pass the account. Close the trade once your profit is hit. But yeah, wait for good setups. Especially for those of you guys that are on eval. A lot of you guys, I'm the same way. When you're on an eval, I just try to pass it as quickly as I can, which means you're full porting it, but you still want to wait for a good setup to do it on. All right. Tyler holds the power now. If you trade conservatively, what percent do you risk? Conservative, like divide the drawdown by about 10 trades. And if you're being aggressive, I'm assuming you're talking about a funded account. I think if you divide your drawdown by, let's say, like 5, that's, pretty aggressive, but it still gives you some room to be wrong, right? You can still take a few losses and not blow the account up. But obviously to each their own. Well, that's what I would say. I think dividing your drawdown by 10 for a conservative amount would be... it's just you got to lose 10 trades in a row to blow the account, right? So even if I tried to lose 10 trades just based on probabilities, I don't think we'd be able to do it. Like it would just be a lot of really unfortunate sequence of events to lose 10 in a row with pretty much any strategy, in my opinion. How much you make in a good month of trading? Well, let me just ask you this, Andres. And this is all you need to know. Well, I guess let me ask it in a question. What color is your Bugatti? What color is your Bugatti? Yeah, we're just kind of chopping right now. A 5-minute gap incoming, though. Five-minute gap maybe incoming. Dude, this long could still be in play to that previous weekly high. I will wait for some confirmation in here from a 1 minute before trading it, because I am paying mine to that 1 hour gap that was left below this hourly low. So, if we just knife through here and wick down into this, I just don't want to limit into this and then take a L. But 5-minute gap finally being traded to here. Might see if we can get this long to confirm. Muhammad, what are you talking about? I've been talking about... He goes, you didn't tell us what you did over the weekend. Friday, I had a rehearsal dinner back home in my hometown. Rehearsal dinner for one of my childhood friends. Wedding on Saturday. All day. And it was a Catholic church wedding. I haven't been to a Catholic church wedding since I was 8 years old, probably, the last time I did a Catholic church wedding. Everybody gets married at a barn nowadays, or a destination wedding somewhere nice or whatever. But so I was at a Catholic church wedding. Service was good. Took an hour, and then I mean, yeah, after that, dude, somebody had to put the team on their back on the dance floor, and it was me. This ass was going in a circle and a figure eight. I mean, I don't even know what I was doing, but the crowd was loving it. No, it was a fun time. I did go a little bit too hard though, if I'm being honest. I was rough yesterday. Watching some NFL football, watching my fantasy team just get shat on. But no, it was fun. It was a good time. So it was a good time. Some cheeks from the bridesmaids. I hope you got. Yeah, let's just say I wasn't a father before this weekend, and well, now you guys can call me Daddy T. Hey, what do you... Tequila, am I right? Sometimes it gets the better of you. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Well, let's see here, boys and girls. I'm giving this a moment. I know it's getting a little bit late now. It's 11:20. I just feel like I'm going to close stream off, and all of a sudden we're just going to get set up for the ages. Bro Trader, I'm live here basically most days throughout the week at Market Open, 9:15 a.m. usually. Does anyone think he sounds like Justin Timberlake? Oh, I've been trying to find my way back home, back home. Dude, what an old OG song. Is that Justin Timberlake and T.I.? Why did that come to my mind? What the... Teddy says, you are liquidity. I'm not in anything. Oh, you're asking the other Tyler. Oh, fuck you then. Heading off to Spain next week for a wedding. Nice. Don't get stabbed. Supreme says 11:30 a.m. reversal to September 4th new week opening gap. Oh, dude, the 11:30 reversal model? No way. I don't know. I heard Spain was like, do they not have a lot of stabbings there, or am I making that up? Should have vlogged the wedding. You know, listen, I'm just not. I don't know if I've got that much, quote unquote, social media influencer in me to be out and about in public, just living my personal life, and I'm just like vlogging and talking to a camera. You're seeing about the extent of it. Been there loads of times, never seen it. Listen, Master. Hey, listen, Master. I didn't mean to offend you. Spain. I'm sure Spain's great. That's Sweden, UK. Now golf stream. There's a couple other things I could do. Golf stream, or golf content, and maybe potentially get real crazy and we do some gambling kick streams or something. I don't know. Just because it'd be fun. But golf for sure. Dude, I need to go golfing this week. It absolutely has to happen. I have to go golfing this week. Oh no. Might be all right. Well, what do we think, chat? Is this just gonna chop? I might just have to hop off and call it a stream for the morning. We're just not really getting a lot of movement right now. To be honest. So now it's like we got a 5-minute gap here. You know, chat, I think I might call it there for the morning. I would like to see this previous weekly high get traded into. Ooh. Take the 1-minute inversion, fade the 5-minute gap is the question. Oof. Oh, hey, been riding on this road too long. Gonna find my way back home, All these dead and gone. And oh, hey. Yeah, let's go for it. I'm going to go for these longs, boys. Off this 1-minute inversion. After this rebalance. Let's see if we can get this move to previous weekly high. Pegasus says FOMO. What is up with everybody that's like Gen Z? Why do they all have like broccoli head? Have you guys noticed that? What's up with that? But I think every trade's FOMO, Pegasus. Quite literally, you would if you never had FOMO to any extent, why would you ever get in any trade? I mean, yeah, I went long here because I might miss out if it goes here. I mean, what are you saying? You got me, Pegasus. I have FOMO. Oh no, I have FOMO. Sorry guys, I have FOMO. I wanna hit my TP. I'm so sorry that I have FOMO. Please forgive me. Please forgive me for my FOMO. I really do get scared of missing out sometimes. I cannot tell a lie. So sorry, Pegasus. Broccoli head Pegasus. Broccoli head Pegasus. Another gamble, Teddy. That's right. Yep. We're risking it for the Rari today. Why have gamble streams on Kick when you can have gamble trading streams on YouTube? All right, I'm going break even. We're going to get this inversion. Want to see this keep stair-stepping higher. Risk-free trade here. Thank God I had some FOMO there. Everybody better spam FOMO in the chat if we hit TP. All right, let's get up there, boys. Come on.
Come on. With a common denominator.
Come on, boys.
Keep it up for me. CEO.
Oh!
How the money comes in.
Come on.
Parade comes to town.
Going down Broadway.
It's a one-way street. Whichever way I go.
Come on, chat. Where are we at? I'll tell you where chat is.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
Do you have 200 in the
Oh, make you want to kick a fat kid at Kmart. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying, chat? Uh. Neil says, you can have FOMO or wait for 7 confirmations and it runs without you. That's what I'm saying. Every trade is FOMO technically. Otherwise, why would you ever get in anything? You know? FOMO. We were talking about this last week, right? Like, what even is over trading? I'll get that comment a lot too. Over trading. Over trading final boss. That's what they say. I will say this though, boys and girls. My long entry, if I never touch the original buy limit from that 5-minute gap in 50% of the range, bottom ticked the shit out of it. But wanted to be safe. Funny how that would have been like no drawdown too. Go figure. There we go. Getting a nice little pump here above these highs. All these dead and gone, dead and gone. And oh, hey. Maybe I shouldn't do that. We'll keep it at break even. Run these highs, we're flipping. Oh no. You should close. This is the sweep. Hey, if it is what it is. I can see why you guys you should close. Don't you guys ever have a plan? Why would I close when my target is up here? That doesn't make any sense. You never close at your target. That's not true at all. What you'll see me do is a lot of the times I will close when ES has taken out my target and I'm in NQ. That I never close at my target? What are you talking about? Sometimes I time stop some trades. That's true. Is there SMT? I don't think so. No, not that I can see. We got equal highs on ES. Equal highs, pretty much perfect equal highs. We're just kind of at an awkward time, right? It's 11:35. So if we're just gonna take out some range highs and chop in this range, then it's fine. Might see this hourly gap still get taken traded to. We'll see. We're just so close proximity to that previous weekly high. Would love to see that get ran out and then we trade back in. But it is what it is. If I get if I get stopped, you know, break even on this, then it's fine. I'm still green on the day. Literally was almost never in drawdown on this trade. The wick didn't hit it, but it took me out. All right, I got stopped break even, I guess, on that. All right. What the fuck? Don't just fly. I'll actually kill myself. I don't know. I'm gonna choose to believe it happened for a reason. Yeah. No, I'm not re-entering this. This is gonna just. I got to stop break even. It is what it is. So, all right, boys. 3 trades a day, 2 break even trades. Both longs were break even trades, and then the little bit of profit came on this short here. So, up a little green on the day. $600, $672 per account, $582 on the one for some reason. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Hope you boys did well today. If you're green today, congratulations. If you're red today, shit happens. No news Monday. Plenty of week left. Don't be a degenerate. Make it worse. But I would say, guys, hey, enjoy your Monday. And Tradeify announcement: no more minimum trading days. From what you guys have told me. So hey. Check it out. Use code Tyler if you'd be ever so kind to like the stream before you hit the dusty trail, boys and girls. I appreciate you. I'll be back live here tomorrow, 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So with that being said, guys, enjoy your Monday. I'll see you, boys and girls, tomorrow morning. Peace and love, everybody.
Our trade sits at his desk, coffee in hand. The NASDAQ charts on his screen. He's in command. He's a day trader, chasing dollars and dreams. Using ICT concepts, he's got some tricks up his sleeves. From Fibonacci retracements to volume spread analysis, Tyler knows the smart money. He's gaining an advantage. He watches the market like a hawk in the sky. With every tick and every turn, he's catching the high. Running with the smart money, kicking up dust. Tyler trades a day trader you can trust. He's dancing with the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks. He's a millionaire. with the Bulls, riding with the Bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire.